What is the most a dollar has ever gotten you? Did you know Dollar Tree carries condoms? To answer the question, a son bought an interesting-looking silk blouse at a pay-by-weight Goodwill outlet. 99 cents per pound. So was less than a dollar. Technically, since it weighed mere ounces. And X200B turned out to be rare vintage Versace. Sold it for around $700. Once bought a beer for €1. Turns out you get a raffle ticket with each drink. Long story short, I won a surfboard. I traded a bunch of $1 coins for $2 coins when my little brother was dumb enough to believe that, because they were bigger, the $1 ones were worth more. Bought a raffle ticket for $1 and ended up winning an advent calendar of Jim Beam whiskeys, valued at $45. It was only 12 days worth and I drank it all on the first day. Got really drunk and banged a chick who got pregnant. And now I'm in crippling debt because she had a baby and left me and filed for child support. Best $1 ever. I bought a cookie for $1 at a bake sale. Didn't really want it later on. Gave it to a lady I worked with. She loved me for it. I was her favorite after that. That lady was my asshole of a boss. Best dollar ever. A rather bossy loud woman came into our shop to talk to my brother. My 6-year-old nephew told her she needed to leave so he could finish his homework. She laughed and left. I gave my nephew $1 for getting her to leave. I didn't tell him why he got the $1. Black Friday, the local animal shelter has a special any black dog or cat for a $1. Nephew buys a dog with his $1. So $1. 1. Got rid of an annoyance. 2. Saved a dog's life. 3. Gave my nephew a great pet. 4. Annoyed the shit out of my brother because he really didn't want another dog at the house. I once used a single dollar to buy about 100 bottles of soda and $25 in quarters over the course of several weeks. There was a vending machine at my old school that dispensed sodas. They had it for 3 years. There was a flaw in the system this year basically. You could put $1 in and quickly yank it without ripping it. If you timed it right, the system registered the $1. For every 2 times you did this, you got 1 soda and 1 quarter for free. I did this 100 times in a row without getting caught by staff or students, or fucking it up. I could have told the popular kids or at least sold them vending machine soda at a reduced price for a profit. But fuck those guys. They bullied me very frequently. I was sad to see the vending machine was gone when I came back for senior year. They claimed they got rid of it because it promoted unhealthy diets. But they still let us bring in outside soft drinks to class. Edit. Even though I used the same $1 to buy 100 sodas, I didn't buy them all at once. It was over a long period of time where I used the exploit without failure. I have a friend who put like $1.50 into a CSGO skin jackpot back when CSGO gambling was a thing. He probably had less than 1% chance of winning, but he won the whole thing. Like $100 to $200 of skins. So what did he do next? He put all of his winnings into a coin flip. 50-50 chance of either losing everything or coming out with double. He won. Seems like any rational person would stop there. But he did it again. He bet asterisk all $200 plus asterisk in another coin flip. And won again. If he had lost either of those coin flips, he would have been back where he started before entering the jackpot. At that point, he finally decided to chill out a bit now that he had $400 worth of skins. He spent the next few days doing coin flips for hundreds of dollars. Not all of what he had, but parts of it, and eventually ended up with $1,000 plus worth of skins. I knew where he was doing coin flips and would sometimes watch the guy put like $400 on the line. He was betting during class, lol. He got greedy, though. He did bigger bets and didn't slow down. About a day after his inventory had reached $1,000 in value, he told me he had nothing left. He lost it all the same way he won it. All of this happened over the course of 2 to 4 days. What a wild ride that was, LMAO. Okay, to preface this, we grew up really poor and every now and then we would go to this cheap store where everything is expired and my mom would let me and my siblings, there's 4 of us, have $1 to spend, and so we would try to make it count, and I think the most I ever got was a sucker, a Tootsie Roll, an apple juice box, and 8 gumballs. A friendship, an NBSP. To clarify, I live in Europe and we actually don't have dollars here. Duh. When I came back from New York I had some dollars left and had them in my wallet still for a long time, even when I forget about them from time to time. Once I was talking to a girl I met and started talking about America. She had never been there and I remembered that I had $1 in my wallet. I gave it to her and she was really happy. Still talking to her to this day. Only a bit less than we used to, but safe to say I can call her a friend of mine. When I was very young, around 6, I think, I was sitting on a curb trying, and failing, to play my new, toy, guitar, when an old man put a dollar bill at my feet. I was absolutely flabbergasted, and tried to give it back to him, but he explained he was tipping me. I was then introduced to the wonderful and lucrative world of busking, from which I have received lots of enjoyment and cash in recent years. I found a huge ass book at this hole-in-the-wall thrift store. It basically diagrams and explains everything about how an automobile works, but was printed in the early 80s, so pretty out of date. However, it still taught me quite a bit and I'm invulnerable against mechanics trying to fuck me. The knowledge was worth way more than $1. Not $1 but 60p. Got me 2 donuts from Sainsbury's which I enjoyed with my mate when we went to a football match. Probably the most I've ever appreciated a food item. That 60p was literally all I had left in my bank account. Ramen, set for life. Told someone a $2 bill was only worth $1. Made $2 that day. I won $40 off of a $1 scratcher once. That was an awesome surprise. Plants vs. Zombies GW2. It was 99 cents on PSN Store and my 3-year-old loves to play it. That's all he wants to do pretty much. Water when I nearly was fucking dying. Once at a slot machine, €3 got me 1,000 euros. A euro, not $1, but still, about 5,000 low-quality earplugs. They do the job fine. I still have like a 100. I don't know where the rest went. 100 pennies. 2 bags of butterscotch candies. Makes the day a little better and all my pothead co-workers love me because I share them in it. Gets rid of cotton mouth. 100 Swedish fish. My local public pool sold them by the penny when I was a kid. My mom would send us in with enough money for admission. And if we were lucky enough that she gave a large bill to break for change, we'd go to the concession stand. Treats at home were rather scarce, so I cherished any candy I could get my hands on at the pool. It's one of my sweetest memories, in a literal and figurative sense. A huge meal in Indonesia. I spend around $1 to $2 a day for food in Colombia. Good food. When I was a kid you used to be able to go to the canteen and buy a sizable bag of mixed lollies. For 50c. You bet I'd buy 2. McChicken with mac sauce. Didn't get charged for the mac sauce. Beautiful. Played a game at a fundraiser that had £1 entry. Had to slide the coin as close to the bottle as possible. Ended up winning 1.5 liters of brand vodka. The following weekend me and some friends went camping for a few days. Safe to say that bottle went to good use. Giving you a silver award, smiley face, no prob. $1 is like 80p, but I like Haribos, so that's a good spend in my book. About $200 at a slot machine. A bamboo back scratcher, bought at Christmas of 1999 in Chinatown in San Francisco for $1. And I still regularly use it. A Minecraft account. I don't know if this counts, but I went to a local casino a few years ago and I was down to my last $2. I was halfway out the door defeated, but I walked by a row of cheap slots. I found a 20-line game at 1 penny per line. So I put the last of my money in the machine and I had a decision to either bet 20 cents, 40 cents, 60 cents, 80 cents, $1 or $2. I only had enough money in there for one spin at max bet, but I kinda wanted to make what little money I had last. I decided at 40 cents a spin. To win the jackpot on this machine, you needed to get the top symbol, which was a race car I think, across an entire line for it to hit. The reels are spinning. It felt like slow motion. The 5 race cars landed across the center line. Some old guy sitting next to me who had been playing there starts freaking out. You just hit the jackpot. I got really excited, but then the money stopped counting after $80. Turns out you needed to be playing max bet, $2 a spin, in order to trigger the jackpot. Instead I won $80 off a .40-cent wager. Bought a $1 scratch ticket that paid $100 on my 18th birthday. First and last time I've played any type of lottery. Only person on earth probably. Gambling in a casino was a different story. Turned $50 into a good $3,000 on a blackjack table, but kept playing and lost it all. I bought for 50 cents at Goodwill, on separate occasions, a copy of Ticket to Ride Europe that was brand new and retails for $50. An old war board game expansions brand new that I sold for $150. A like-new GameCube copy of the Mega Man Legacy Collection that I sold for $65. Lotto ticket that won me $12. $1 got me an appreciative smile from a destitute man sitting outside McDonald's, looking for scraps from people's leftovers. He was so sincere and obviously famished that I gave him $5 to go with it so he could go inside and order something of his own. A Slinky from Dollar General. I used to work at a motel doing the night audit. There was a Papa John's across the street, and in a "I scratch your back, you scratch mine" agreement they would deliver me a 10-inch pizza for $1 as often as I liked. I would tip $1 to the driver and suggest Papa John's to any patrons looking for a bite to eat. Bought a raffle ticket, won a night stay at the Peabody in Little Rock, dinner at Capriccio Grill, and tickets to a UALR basketball game.